What's up, guys? Welcome back to another information style video for Fortnite for the PlayStation 4. So, I did a recent poll on Twitter asking people what type of an information video they would like to see. Survivor Management was the one that won, so let's get into it, shall we? I'm going to be covering survivors, survivors as a resource, defenders, a little bit onto heroes, and the most important thing, squads. Expedition, survivor, and defender. Not necessarily in that order. But anyway, let's get into it, of what I define as a survivor. So, 3 different classifications. There's defenders, traditional survivors, and then resources. Yes, people are a resource in this game. Don't ask me why, it just is a thing. Now, what do I mean by people as a resource? Well, there it is. People, there's a number, denotes how you can use them. Ta-da! So, as you can see right there, it says used to transform heroes, survivors, and defenders. You can also, in addition to using them for transformation purposes, you can also use them to send out expedition squads. So, yeah. Survivors, these are your general use survivors, either lead or personnel subordinates, whatever. You use them in your survivor squads, which you can see right there. Then you've also got defenders. Defenders, those are the things that you set down in your actual defender post, which is pretty cool. I'll show you what that's all about here in a second. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into the squads for now, and then I will give you examples later as far as some of the other things. But yeah, expedition squads. I've already got one sent up right now. As you can see, it's a land one. So, expedition squads, what do you do with them? Well, you send them out for a predetermined amount of time, and it'll tell you exactly how long the actual mission will take. If you look on the right-hand side, it'll tell you the target squad power. Target squad power is how much power, I guess, as the game puts it, how much power is needed in order to complete the mission successfully. And you can see an expedition duration, which is 4 hours, and that's 4 hours real time, regardless of whether you're logged in or not. And then the expiration time. The expiration time tells you when these missions will no longer be available and new ones will take their place. So, as you can see, we've got some pretty, basic ones set up here. I'm not too far along in my expeditions as far as the skill trees are concerned, but hey, I've got land and I've got sea. Cool beans. So, I've got one set up right now for land. That's going to take another 15 hours and 18 minutes. It was 16 hours originally, but it will give me crafting supplies medium, as you can see in the bottom right-hand corner. So, let's go ahead and send out another one just so you can see what that looks like. What do I want? We've got rescued survivor small, which won't net me too many, maybe like 2 or something like that. And then I've got supply cache small. Supply cache small might have some nuts and bolts in it, which I think I need right now. So, let's just go ahead and set one of those up. Now, as you can see on the left-hand side, it says target squad power 50. And then it also says just below that, slot bonuses for constructor. That means if I send out a constructor, they will gain bonuses to their regular power level. And then, as I mentioned earlier, as far as resources and people and all that jazz, if you look on the right-hand side, it says I need 10 people out of my total. My total being 132. So I think I'm good on that front. Let's send somebody out. Maybe 2. I've got 2 slots unlocked here. Probably 2. Okay. So, let's send out one of our newer constructors, this dude. As you can see, we're at 28 power, because that's what his power ranking is, because his slot bonuses have upped his a fair amount. Our success chance is 57% right now. It's not too great. So, we're going to have to send somebody else out with him. Now, you don't get any bonuses for going over the limit, so you want to be as close as possible, unless, of course, you're not going to be using that hero anyway. Then, whatever, go buck wild. But, we'll go ahead and send out our Outlander with him. Ta-da! And then we'll start the expedition. It's pretty self-explanatory. And when you unlock other ways to send out squads, you can hit square, and it'll bring up, your expedition vehicle. I only have a rowboat, because, I'm a noob. Whatever. Start out the expedition. So, if you go over here to in progress, it'll tell you, hey, you've got 7 hours and 59 minutes to do this one. Woo. So, check back in 8 hours, go to school, work, take a nap, whatever. Anyway, so, pretty cut and dry for that. Now, fun stuff, defenders and also survivors. Survivors is probably going to be the one that most people are going to be curious about, so let's just jump into that one, shall we? So, when you start off the game, I believe you only have the EMT squad and the fire team alpha, maybe just the EMT squad, and you've only got 2 slots in each. The 2 slots that you start with are the leader and the first part for the squad. The other ones you unlock via the skill tree, which I can show you an example right here. As you can see, it's in skill tree, tier 3. I need to get, you know, all the way down here in order to unlock that next slot. So it's going to be a little bit. It's going to be a little bit. But the important parts, the leader, let's just clear them out so that way I can give you an example. Okay? Get out of here. Get out of here. So, on the left-hand side, it'll tell you your totals for fortitude, offense, resistance, and tech. And then it'll give you a live display of how much health and shield you have in relation to those various things. So, bonuses, though. Those are job match and whatever bonuses you get from your various survivors that you put on here. So, leader, what you want to look for right now. You want to look for job match and personality match. Job match and personality match directly affect the power levels of your survivors and your leader. So, if they match, like if you have all 7 that match, I imagine you get a very robust amount of bonus. Whereas job match just gives you, you know, a flat bonus to yourself and your survivors. So, say for instance I put her, lead survivor, or surgeon, or whatever. Put her in here. She doesn't have a job match, so she only has 4 for actual ability. However, if I put this dude in here, he's got a job match, which is pretty nice. Now, if I actually had people that matched up with his personality, which is cooperative, I believe they would get a bonus as well. So, do I have any free cooperative personalities? No, I do not, which is unfortunate. Alright. So, yeah, if I put her here, she would actually get 20 to her bonus, and what is her normal bonus? I can't tell from here. But she would get a bonus because of the personality match and all that. But you always want to look for a job match because that gives you a flat bonus. Pretty self-explanatory. Now, the other bonuses that you can see there for trap damage, health bonus, and ability damage bonus. If you can find 3 survivors, or 2 to 3, depending on the actual ability. Like there you can see health bonus has 1 out of 2, so you need 2 total to get the health bonus. You will then get a flat percentage bonus to whatever that bonus is. So say for instance I threw on, just you. And then I swapped you out for you. There you go. Ability damage bonus 3 out of 3. So if I go out here, it'll say ability base damage bonus done, or base damage done, 5%. So that means of all of my squads, I'm getting a 5% bonus to my tech ability. But I'm going to swap them out because they're not very good. Let's go back to what I was using. Ta-da. Alright, that works. So, pretty basic as far as all that's concerned. I am getting interrupted by Lil Mama right now. Anyway, as you can see right here, I've got my my core of engineering right now without a job match. The reason why that is because the only person that has job matches right now, the only people that have job matches, or person, I guess, with 2 different cards, doesn't have a good overall bonus, whereas this person has 16. However, if I leveled them up, go up 6, it's not going to be a huge bonus. Like, I might be able to get them to 10. I'll probably be able to get them to 10, just as an example. Because I believe the other guy was 16. This lady's only uncommon. She's not a rare, which means her overall cap is fairly low in comparison. But we'll see if the bonuses can make up for it. Alright, I could actually evolve, or could I? Yeah. So, as you can see, she's at 23 now, as opposed to the 16. So, she's getting an alright bonus from all this. So, we'll throw her on there. And I don't think I can evolve her. Oh, I can evolve her. That's cool. Why not? Oh, and I got the training done. Sweet. Cool. Okay, so there you go. So now she's got 31. Tech was actually my lowest, I think, before. But there, you can see the power of properly leveling up your units, which is pretty nice. I should probably try to do this as well. Do I have any tech person as a lead? No, I do not. So I'm not gonna waste the experience on leveling someone up that doesn't have the proper ability as far as being a leader is concerned. But yeah, that is that. Now, for the defenders, things you want to look for the defenders before I cut to the next section, which will probably show how to use defenders and all that jazz. So, things you want to look for on their stats. You want to look, first and foremost, for weapons that have, weapons have a 12% chance to not consume ammo when fired. Now, this is very useful because the survivors are not very smart when it comes to using their ammo effectively, which is a shame. It's like, especially riflemen. Like, I was really glad that I found that rifleman with it, because riflemen go through ammo like nobody's business. If I could find a gunslinger with that, that would be even better, but it's neither here nor there. Let's just show you how to properly use them, shall we? I'll be back in a second. Alright, so, here we are, in my base. It's not much to look at right now, but hey, it is what it is. It's home, I guess. Anyway, so, this right here, this is your defender post. Ta-da! The way you create those is you go into your traps, go to the bottom, it's probably in the bottom. Let's just get down here. And then there it is, defender post. Takes 8 nuts and bolts, 4 planks, 1 bacon, and some duct tape. So you duct tape some bacon to some wood, and then throw some nuts and bolts on top of it. There you go, defender post, and it ends up looking like this. Pretty cool. Get the little option right here, it says square, choose defender. So, let's choose a defender. This is my sniper rifle defender. Say hello, sniper rifle defender.
Sniper rifle, I can take some out.
Yeah, okay, hello to you too. Anyway, you have to actually supply them with your own weaponry, which is good and bad. So, let's just drop down this. Take that copper shredder. Take the copper shredder. Thank you.
Weapon, Commander.
Now, when they have a weapon equipped, you can see an ammo count there on the right-hand side, along with the weapon and the durability. So, you actually have to supply them with ammunition as well, which some people may, you know, balk at. Doesn't really bother me very much. So, you drop it down. She'll run over.
Can always use ammo.
Oh, yep, you're welcome. There you go. Adds to her actual total. Now, when you first summon these pads, or when you first put a defender down, it'll give you a sphere, or not a sphere, like a square of influence for where they'll shoot at and stuff. It goes a bit beyond that, but I think it either might be like where they can walk to, or what they'll shoot at. I believe it's where they'll walk, but whatever. It's a area. Now, another little tip that you can do is, say for instance, I have a defender set up way over there. You can see her. There she is, way over there. Hi, defender. She said hi. If you have another defense pad set up, like I have one of these on every single one of my little amplifiers that I've set up, you can then, if you choose the same defender, she will actually come back over here with the weapon and ammo, and then she'll just kind of chill here. And likewise, if I run back over here, which I'm sure my constructor hates because constructors are really, really slow and they hate moving very much. But anyway, let's just run over here and show you another example of something you can do. I'm sure if I had another defense pad next to that one, it would have been easier, but hey, whatever, you could probably use the exercise. So, you can run over here, you can throw down another one.
I need a pistol.
Let's see if she'll walk over here and we can show that. Yep, there she is. There she is. So, there you go. Now, the way this works with defenders, and we found this out while we were playing, but your total party that you're allowed to play with others is 4 people.
Got a pistol I could use?
Shut up. That applies to defenders as well. Bush. Anyway, if you have, say for instance, just myself in the party, you can have up to 3 other defenders.
Could use a spare pistol.
Shut up. If you have 2 people in your party, you can have 2 defenders. If you have 3 people in your party, you can have 1 defender. If you have 4 people in your party, guess what? No defenders. It's pretty basic. You can have up to 4 people or AI-controlled people in your party at one time. But anyway,
Shooter'd be handy.
you need to stop. Anyway, the other thing you should take note of is whenever you dismiss a defender, or whenever you leave a mission or clear a mission or whatever, whenever you're not in that mission, where the defender can no longer technically exist, everything that they were using, the gun and ammo included, really? They go back into your inventory, so you don't have to worry about quitting missions and whatnot. But anyway, I will cut back to the thingy-dealy, and we will get back to it anyway. See you in a second. Okay, so now that you know how defenders work and how to properly equip them and yada 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 and all that stuff, let's get into the actual resources section of the whole deal. As I made mention of it earlier, people are resources and all that stuff, but anyway, people are resources. Pretty interesting. The way you get them is when you're on any mission in the open world, you can find survivors. Now, these survivors that you find, you can rescue. You, generally speaking, just talk to them on any old mission. However, if you're on, say, for instance, oh my god, it's not jumping all over the place. If you're on one of these Rescue the Survivors missions, there's, I believe, 3 different ways that you can rescue people. There'll be people running around in the streets like idiots. You kill all the husks that are near them, they die, and then the survivor you can talk to, and then they'll get rescued. You can talk to a survivor that's, generally speaking, stationary. Once you speak to them, they will then tell you, hey, I lost my, MacGuffin somewhere. Could you go find it for me? You go over, you find it, bring it back to them, they get saved. The next one, and I believe the most common one, is you will find a survivor standing on top of something. A car, a Winnebago, another person, whatever. You'll find them standing on top of something, an object, and you have to then kill husks as they walk up and try to destroy said object. It's very, very easy, very self-explanatory. But yeah, those are the 3 ways that you can save people in those missions. But yeah, pretty easy to figure out on your own. I'm pretty sure I don't need to go into a video for that, unless I want to get super duper clickbaity, which I don't. But anyway, that's basically the gist of survivor management. If you guys have any other questions involving survivors, maybe transforming schematics, anything like that, or if you guys have any suggestions for any other type of informative videos that I could make, be it building a base properly, defending said base properly, how to, min-max your schematics, yada yada yada, all that stuff, feel free to let me know down in the comments. But hey, until then, I will catch you all later. You all take care. Bye-bye.